Have you ever argued constantly with your friend that the place you want to go during the zombie apocalypse is just stupid? Well, I'm here to settle the argument, and I'm going to tell you the 5 worst places to go during the zombie apocalypse on today's episode of ZMZ Reloaded. A while ago we talked about where you would go during the zombie apocalypse, and you guys stirred up a lot of conversation on the subject. So much conversation, in fact, that I just had to make this video. So right now I want to tell you the 5 worst places to go, so listen up and pay attention because you might just be surprised. Number 5, rooftops. Rooftops at first seem like a great idea. I mean, why wouldn't they? You're up high, out of harm's way, and you're safe from any threats that are on the ground. So I mean, why is it a bad spot? Not only do you have the obvious threat of zombies making their way up to the top than you having nowhere to go, but you also have the elements of Mother Nature, like extreme heat or cold weather, rain and wind. And then what about food? Because when you run out, you're gonna have to come down. So sure, it might seem like a great place to survive, but ultimately, not a good idea. Number 4, sporting goods stores. We all have that friend that's always like, I'll go to a sporting goods store because there'll be a bunch of weapons to choose from and I'll be able to get rations. While that might sound great, it's also really stupid. Think about it. Whenever you ask someone where you would go during the zombie apocalypse, almost 90% of the people say a store of some kind. And a sporting goods store is a store. Yes, there's a lot of weapons to choose from, but you're also forgetting about the people that might already be there, or the people planning to go there. And these are the same people that are fighting for the same thing you are. And some of them aren't so friendly. I mean, if you're in between a bat and someone trying to grab it, do you think they're just gonna be like, oh no, here, you have it. Bitch, please. And what if one of them is infected? Then you just got a breeding ground for zombies. So sporting goods stores, great for weapons, bad overall. Number 3, a grocery store. Remember earlier when I said people think a store is 90% of the time? Yeah, a grocery store is a store. Oh my god, shocker. Yes, there is food galore, but how many people do you think are going to that same store to get food for their family? The answer is a lot. Hundreds? No, thousands. Your survival chance of going to a store and making it out alive are pretty much 0. So just stay away. Number 2, a hospital. For obvious reasons, this is a bad place to go. A lot of sick people will be going there. Most likely they're infected. And honestly, if I have to stand here and explain to you why you shouldn't go to a hospital, then I have no hope for you. But anyway, now to what you've all been waiting for. Number 1 was used in the movie Dawn of the Dead and in Dead Rising, and it is number 1, a mall. Hey, settle the fuck down and pay attention. Any idiot would know that a mall is a terrible place to go to survive. 99% of the food in the mall has to be kept at frozen temperatures or needs to be cooked. There is no weapons in a mall besides the occasional crowbar. Most malls anyway. There are several entrances into a mall, and for God's sakes, they're glass windows. Malls are the number 1 place zombie fanatics like to think that they're going to survive at. And oh my god, is it so cliche, like really. Backup generators only last 48 hours, and malls are in the middle of well-populated areas. And most cities have their malls set as a danger safe zone. You know, like if there ever was a danger or disaster going on, the city has that place set to where people can go to survive, you know, like hurricanes, tornadoes, stuff like that. Yeah, so the mall is the number 1 worst place to go ever in a zombie apocalypse. So there you have it, the 5 worst places to go during the zombie apocalypse. So tell me guys, what other places do you think are bad places to go? Leave a comment down below and let me know. Like this video if you found it helpful or entertaining. But my name is Tyler Bargraf and this is ZMZ Reloaded, and you're one step closer to surviving the zombie apocalypse. See you later.